Oh, here it is. Ego Boys
Yes.
Omega. We're in.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ah, that really sucks. I was looking forward to drinking that.
Yeah, I think we don't really have that many different types of soda in Brazil. I'm not like we have some pretty hefty laws against it. So I'm not sure. Does it count as a soda if it doesn't? Is that soda or is that?
It's like a diet soda. That's essentially what it is. It's like it technically doesn't have the regular sugar, but they replace it with aspartame or sucralose or
Okay, okay, okay.
one of those bullshit substitute sugars.
All
Which
right.
I just don't
Oh,
get it. But what do we got here? Mars, huh? I thought this hero kind of fell off.
yeah, he's fine. I think his shard is really cool. Have you seen it?
Is that
The little
the
soldiers.
army?
Yeah.
And I saw it in one game.
Is it actually good? I have no idea. I've saw it in one game and he lost. But
It
nope. If
seemed
I
like one of those like it's not really good or bad. 1,400 gold isn't that much. It's
if you
okay.
actually play mid Mars, I think it's good because like you get damage items eventually, and then all of the little boys have your damage. So like you can roach
Oh,
fast.
so that's what
You
makes
can
it good. It scales with
yeah
your damage. Okay.
yeah. So it's a way. Oh, wait, maybe I'm actually confused, and that's the eggs, and the shard is something else. That might be it, but don't quote me. But yeah, like, it's a way to fix the eggs because it was kind of like you would get Rapier, and then Mars would become kind of like stupid. So I think that's how they
I'll look it
solve
up. Don't worry. I got this. I got this.
the analyst being corrected by the caster.
So the shard
Oh,
allows the spear to impale two enemy heroes, causing it to leave behind a trail of fire for 10 seconds.
yes.
30 DPS, 20% slow. Oh god, excuse me. So yeah, the Aghanim's is the it buffs up whatever that passive is called. Bulwark.
Yeah.
So and the soldiers creates invulnerable soldiers around Mars's front. Soldiers move along Mars, they deal his full damage plus 75 and apply procs.
Plus 75. I don't remember that part. Wow.
That's according to that Gamepedia. Yeah.
I mean, I think you can solo Roche with that shit.
And it
I actually have
slows enemies.
huh.
It might be low tier busted. I'm not sure. Or
Seven.
low tier, low key busted.
It's plus 4 soldiers, right?
5. It's 5.
So you get 350 damage. Just like you can have 0 damage. It deals 350 damage each.
I believe
I'm
so.
sorry.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, 75 each.
Huh. And like if you have a Dasso, they're all doing extra damage. Okay. I'm gonna look that up later because it feels pretty strong if you're playing mid Mars. All right. So Wraith King again seems like a pretty common
He's
hero in
the
every game.
meta.
Yeah, I'm okay with Wraith King. I think it's fine, especially if it's right click Wraith King. And now we have Phoenix probably gonna be 4. We don't know about Mars. How do you counter Wraith King now that the shard is so cheap? What's the counter?
I don't know. Because he is flexible. Like if you do the correct item build for the game, right? He is fairly versatile. He can go greedy. He can go push. He can go fight early. He combos pretty well in lane. Like he really is got a lot of options. So I don't know. I guess they seem to think Monkey King. I think stuff like this is good, right? You kill him once, you drop the Wukong's command, so when he comes back to life, he's stuck inside of the monkey army. That's a good solution. I've seen that a couple times.
I think the Phoenix works the same way, right? You can pop
Time
heal.
the egg, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'm okay with, and I think I guess physical damage. I feel like Wraith King's armor is pretty shitty. Let me look his armor up here. I think it's like
It's not
4.
great. Yeah, I would have guessed 4 or 5, or 3 or 4 rather.
2 armor.
Okay, even worse.
Okay, that's pretty shitty. Mm.
Curious
Oh,
to see how the coddle works, like we talked about. You know, old school coddle, definitely. Ooh, excuse me, potential to make like big relocate calls. Damn, I was really hungry. I didn't even realize it. I feel alive, man. I feel so
yeah.
much better. Oh,
I feel when I'm hungry and I have to cast or stream, it is awful because like you feel like you don't have the energy for it, even though you're just like sitting. It does demand a lot of energy, right?
well, and I mean, I've got some stomach issues, so sometimes I'll have these like periods where it's like, my stomach doesn't feel good. I'm like not that hungry, but
Mm.
I still need food. You know, you ever feel like that? Yeah, it's
I'm actually the opposite. I feel hungry all the time. I feel like my glycemie, the way it works, like I'm always hungry, but sometimes I overeat because I feel way more hungry than I need. You know, like my hunger, the way my stomach feels is not how my body needs energy. But
ah.
yeah, like if I eat just a little bit, I will be fine. But I'm like, oh, I feel bad. I should eat a lot, and then I'm like, Jesus Christ, I didn't have to eat this freaking burger.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, I've been there, but I've swung the opposite way now, where it's like, I ate a cucumber for lunch.
Huh. Oh, I wish. I wish I could eat. I'm really struggling with eating less. I'm not sure if I'm getting old or something, but
I'm
I got
5'11" and I weigh 140 pounds. That's not very much.
that is true. Yeah, I remember. You're much taller than I am. Um, I was
Maybe I.
gonna say,
Go ahead.
no, actually, say again because I was gonna talk Dota, and
Oh, me
I'm
too. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was looking at EGOBOYS. Like, regardless of what they last picked, they've got some pretty dope team fight already, and they take the troll. So I noticed, not in the games that we've cast, but some of the other games that have gone side by side, Troll has been picked, and I think he's won. I don't know, more often than not, but he won the handful of games that I was looking at on Wikipedia. So it seems like Wraith King, Troll, these kind of unique mechanic type. Like Troll doesn't have an Aegis, but his ultimate is sort of like a better Shallow Grave in some situations, and uh, you need carries that can do stuff now. The last patch is dead, and these Spectre juggernauts that want to buy Battle Fury and just go run in the jungle and hide. It ain't happening right now. You need carries that can do shit for the most part. And sometimes the game does still devolve into a farm fest, but that happens when there's that armistice of kind of both sides and like that PA Wraith King game we saw. If you only go greedy, teams will just run you down. You have to maintain that option, that flexibility, if you will.
yes. And I think the Troll pick is good too because they can swap between Monkey King and Troll, being mid or safe lane. So depending, I feel like if this is a Brewmaster. So yeah, I think you're fine laning Troll versus Brew. And Monkey is really good versus Tiny because it has 0 armor. So
Oh yeah.
pretty decent. All right. I mean, Brewmaster, we did see winning that game. I think this hero, we didn't see a lot of Brew. I think he's kind of a sleeper. He's like really freaking good dispatch. You just like rush X and you're insanely impactful.
I kind of agree. I think I had that gut read looking at the patch notes. Okay, my game crashed or something. What the fuck happened?
Oh.
Let's see if I can get back in here. I don't know.
Hoping.
I agree though. I think just the nature of him having I mean, I guess he still has Cinder Brew, but just feels like he has options now with the ultimate.
Yeah,
he needed it desperately.
For sure. I also feel like he could eventually become a carry type hero because of the way how I think they changed something. Yeah, like he triples his. Oh, I'm also crashing. Did you crash again?
I have not crashed again, but I'm still just at the hero screen. It's not loading.
Oh,
I think
feel
it's
like...
Is it paused? So it says in the chat log, Oscar reconnect. I don't know.
All right, now I'm okay. I'm back.
Are you actually in?
No, I'm in the draft screen as well, but I wasn't even getting there. So,
Well, I guess we'll
nice.
see what happens. Yeah. I crashed
Uh,
out like on the screen after this where it tried to load, and I just
I
crashed
correct
out
again.
again.
Okay. Did they do something wrong with their draft or something?
Yeah, are they going to remake? Is that what's happening?
Maybe.
Did the server just take a complete dump?
Huh. Maybe we should. All
I'll
right.
try to reconnect again, see what happens. I mean,
Looks like we're in the game now. I see. Yes.
all right, so it was just a load thing. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Crisis averted. Woo.
Auto Wraith King. That's a good lane. You give him mana. He stuns a lot. You can actually reset the Mortal Strike.
Really? Oh, fuck! You're right because it's not RNG. It's like it's not.
You stun
Sardar's
crit.
thing is swings, right? So Coddle doesn't reset swings to build up charges or whatever for bash, but Mortal Strike is just a straight 4-second cooldown. Fuck, dog. That's awesome.
So you can go stun crit. He gives the thing on you. You crit again. You slow with the solar bind, and then he's gonna have stun real fast, and it's a really strong lane.
Dude, that's dirty. That's like some Ursa Shadow Shaman style shit, you know?
Yeah. Oh, it works well with Versa too. But yeah, I'm really curious to see how they're gonna lane this. I guess, because they have a Phoenix, it might not matter that much, because as long as they use the Fire Spirits well, I mean, you cannot crit if you cannot attack. So we'll see how that goes.
I like that carousel taunt on the Coddle. Panda showing it off. Yeah. South America, very much into the taunts. I like that you guys like to flex your cosmetics. It's
Oh, we are definitely, cosmetics, voice lines, everything, tips. We are a tip continent for sure. Not sure if OG was doing it before us, but we definitely like it.
Oh yeah, I was at the, what was it, the Frankfurt Major, whatever one. God, I don't remember now. Was it on Team Unknown? I didn't know a tune was on it.
Oh yes, I think yes.
Just remember there was this stupid Shadow Fiend dance.
Yeah, it was during the times where there were not that many taunts, so it was like.
I remember it so specifically because that event had a really weird venue where it was one of those things where it was a 7-day event because it's a major. And I think it was in this really big, it was like an indoor soccer stadium or something. It was really big. And they didn't sell very many tickets except for like the weekend, the very last 2 days, which makes sense. But
yeah.
You're not going to like move your shit into a new venue or whatever. So they say, there's nobody there anyway. We'll cut you a deal for the whole week. So the first couple days, we're sitting in the front row or you're sitting in the middle and it echoes all the way through the whole empty stadium every time he does the stupid drum thing. And it had a very distinctive, epic, kind of memorable sound in that giant empty venue like that on the giant PA system.
Cool.
Weird Dota anecdotes, That was the one we did an interview with that team. We took them to the mall. Slacks and I did it.
I remember.
Yeah, that was some dank content.
That was the first South American team that I think ever went into like a Valve event.
That sounds about right.
Actually, no, those were not the days. Jesus, we are in definitely a better spot.
Yeah, there was a certain charm to those days, though. It was like, it still felt like Dota was growing. Like, wow, look at all these organized majors. What are we going to have next year? Like, now things are, the tone is much more negative and nothing's ever good enough. Back then, we were all still so young and optimistic. So, yeah, that part of it I miss.
I agree.
By the way, Troll versus Tiny Mid.
So yeah, they did swap. I guess both are fine. When you think of Monkey King, I'm not even sure if I like this because the attack speed's low. I feel like Monkey King actually struggles to get range creeps in this lane because the Boundless Strike cooldown is 22. Throw has like really low cooldown, and I think both lane very well versus Tiny. So I don't know. Maybe I'm overlooking something here.
I'm not sure.
But Throw's doing really well mid, so it might not matter. He is 13-3 versus 15-4, so pretty even.
Yeah, Mago doing fine. How are we looking up top here? Sacred topping the charts. Per usual, Mars dominating in lane.
Mingata not doing well top, though. 7-0.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he's getting Marsed up hard right now. This is the old classic. They're doing him dirty. I mean, this is best of one Dota in a nutshell. What are you going to do in the off lane? Hit him with a Mars Phoenix.
Yeah. I actually really like Mars Phoenix because there's a lot of combos that they can do with this. The Wukong's command into egg, so it's really hard to actually break it. Arena into egg. Their team fight is crazy on the side of Radiant.
Oh, the attempted salve, the big plays, not quite enough. No Jingu. What in the fuck kind of a build is this?
Huh.
What?
Yeah, so, like, I guess he assumed the Brewmaster's gonna go for the Mischance build, Max Drunken Brawler, because that's something you do sometimes. But then Brewmaster's like, aha, I know you're not gonna go for Jingo.
Yeah.
But now he gets Jingo as we talk about it.
Well, good. I mean, if he didn't get it at level 4, I would be like shitting right now. Like, what, level 2 Boundless Strike? How in the world is that extra 0.3 second stun better than your first point in Jingu? I mean, that's like what makes the hero. I guess.
Yeah.
You know, we're
2 melee heroes as well.
We're over the hump now, but like that felt like it almost could have been a kill before, or at least had potential for it. Now it gets Oscar low, but 2 heroes on the way. Mago Matthew onto the CM. Chopped in mid-air, dude. Mago doing it in style.
Yeah.
Is that game Fruit Ninja?
I'm sorry?
So what's that game Fruit Ninja? You know, is it that phone game? Yeah. That's Tiny right there.
I was not watching Tiny, so I think I didn't.
Okay, sorry.
What happened?
Oh, he tossed her up and then auto attacked her while she was like still up in the air.
Oh.
And then she died like mid-air like that.
I get it now. Jesus, I think I'm gonna start hating Wraith King because it's way too much Wraith King. You just hit creeps, you know, and then you get an item. Yeah,
you just described every carry hero in Dota.
I mean, PA, she's flashy, you know. You can press E and it's like, oh, no one sees PA. She's gonna show up and burst someone. You know, if you're Jugger, you have your ult that is flashy, and you can miss your ult sometimes. So it's like, oh, that's sad. But Wraith King, there's nothing really flashy about it.
Well, no. Yeah, I mean, I agree. He's not a flashy hero. In fact, I'd say he's the opposite. For a long time, he's always been my recommended like #1 noob cannon hero. Like, all right, what do you like to play? And if they say, I mean, old Lich, where you just deny creeps to get mana and then you blast them. I used to tell people Wraith King or Lich, and those would be my 2 heroes based on whether or not they say they like melee or ranged, because they're both just brain dead, super easy. Like, this one gives you mana, this one does damage. Just keep using both of them when you can. You're doing it, you know?
Yeah.
And Wraith King's kind of like that. Just level up your shit, use the one spell that you can use, and there you go. You're playing Dota. You did it.
That's completely fine, but when the hero is overpowered, then it's kind of angry, right? Because this guy is he doesn't even have to be pressing buttons. This hero does everything.
Yeah, it's a little annoying that the skeletons are just completely automated and they just run and fuck people up and fuck up towers. It's like, that's cool. Yeah, he needed that. Okay. I see what you mean. He's a challenging hero to calibrate, I'd say. Just the nature of reincarnation. It's easy for this to be completely useless, kind of like it was before, where it's like, you know, mana burn really cripples this guy. Level 20 is a long ways away. And you take that away from it, and now it's like, okay, I can just buy that shard at any point. And there's also this weird armistice that we're seeing, like that meta mind game where Wraith Kings won't buy the shard, but they're like always sort of posturing like, well, I could just buy it real quick. So don't even bother getting mana burn. But then they don't end up having to buy it.
Because it's so easy to counter. Do you think they're going to increase? I feel like they're going to increase the price of the shard or change the time frame for it.
For his or just in general?
Or in general. Because I feel like some of them are really strong mina 20 or really strong for 1400 gold. Not sure how they would if they would balance each one individually.
I think so. I think they'll do it like talents. I think they'll kind of slowly go through and, you know, you attack the most egregious offenders first and just keep working your way through the list until they start to feel pretty good.
Probably.
But, you know, for example, I think Ogres is dog shit.
Oh, yeah.
The Fire Shield only has 3 charges. I think that thing is not worth 1400 gold at all.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
And then you look at Phoenixes, and I don't know if it is something that people buy a lot, but it certainly sounds good. Passive charges. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's good versus Illusion Heroes.
I
like,
guess at 20 minutes, that's not as useful.
Mm-hmm.
If you could get that in the lane, it would be amazing.
Maybe if you're playing Core Phoenix, it could be. Because like it actually increases your DPS because you have more Fire Spirits per minute than you would have before. Because the cooldown, like you have more Fire Spirits basically. So it's more damage.
Also, Maelstrom on the Monkey King, not going for that prized Aghanim's first build that I'm so fond of. But I'm curious. Oh, all right. Well, don't click on Troll. Call the item, buddy. What's he going for?
I'm sorry, I clicked before.
Well, so he queued it up as I was moused over him, and I had to remind myself what the Ags does, and it is like the attack speed battle trance shit, right?
Yeah, I've seen a post.
Oh, that's his shard. Oh, my mistake. Okay.
Yeah, this one is you dispel people with your range, and you dispel yourself with the spinning axis, and you can use it during your ult, so it's like mega impactful because that's one of the weaknesses of Troll. Oh, you cannot BKB after you press it. You cannot, like, you couldn't really do anything. But now there is something that you can do.
This was one of the weird ones that is weirdly busted, I think, right?
Yeah, it is really busted. Because, like, your counters are usually someone's going to Fate's Edict you as an Oracle, but then you can dispel yourself. Someone's going to Gold Scepter, and then you don't do anything, but you can dispel them. Yeah, there's just, like, most of the things that counter throw out are things that you can dispel on you or on the enemy.
That is pretty badass. And
yeah.
Is his shard good?
I think it is really good versus like Phoenix, really good versus Cotto. So I wonder if eventually he would get it. If Cotto actually gets the.
What if he could be good against Brewlings? Are they too tanky now? You can't kill him.
I think it is. I actually think it's decent.
Oh.
But he probably will get like at least a BKB before.
Yeah. All right. Oscar dead. I mean, I like that Troll has a cool item like Ags that is good instead of buying like fucking Battle Fury and shit like that. This is way cooler. Double damage though.
Oh.
Who's that in the back line? Who do they got? Oh, that's Matthew. Uh-oh.
Oh, he got 3 dents. Alright. Thought he was gonna go for a play there. Alright, so what is Wraith King actually going for? He's gonna go for the race. Mingate is a really greedy player, right?
He is.
Every game he goes for the greediest route possible.
Now, he is just going to go straight Radiance, and I like that a little more. The Monkey King, he's going fairly greedy himself. It's certainly more balanced. You know, the Maelstrom right into Aghanims definitely doubles as a farming build.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure about the no treads though. I wonder if this is greedy.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't it also help you farm faster? Like, that's often what people tell me, like, the anti-mage kind of shit. Like, dude, the treads help you get the Battle Fury more. Like, don't stress about the fastest possible Battle Fury. Buy items that help you do shit, and then you get the Battle Fury anyway.
Yeah, and he's against, like, tiny Rubik. There's so much burst damage. I wonder if it's gonna be like one shot eventually. He has 1100 gold, like Phoenix probably has more HP. Yeah, Phoenix has the same HP.
It is a little scary. You're right. A glass cannon type hero, certainly in a magical.
All right.
Very even game though. This is a good closer to wrap up our night. We watched a number of stomps today in our best of ones, and Mingate, he is definitely greedy, but in this kind of game, like it's working for him. He's 0-0-0. He's avoided all the heat. He's tied for top net worth with the Monkey King. He's like kind of getting away with this shit. He's not falling into that trap we just saw where you buy an armlet and then try to pivot into something greedy.
Top tier carry play right there. Just
ignore everything until you have to defend your tier 1. Now, this team fight is pretty sick. Brew barely gets the ult off. That's nice. Phoenix Egg also completes this Wraith King. Gonna have to use the reincarnation. It's only level 1. Phoenix, though, in trouble. First real casualty of this fight. Mingate makes it back. Monkey King ult now expires, and that might be all. A really close call for Omega, and they are going to continue to chase. They know Mars doesn't have much gas left in the tank, and they also get that Crystal Maiden as an extra bonus on top. So big stuff now all of a sudden, and whoa, they dropped the Tipperino on the Phoenix. Whoa.
Huh. All right, maybe have some unsolved business, because I feel like she played the fight well.
I think that was it. Like, she played the fight stupidly well, and they still were able to survive and turn it without losing anything except
nerd. Doesn't matter her combo, we're gonna freaking destroy you anyway.
Exactly. That was my interpretation of that tip.
I see.
But who knows?
Yeah, that's that they don't take the tower there. So low HP.
So, and here's the classic on Brewmaster. You just buy auras, right? Because when you're the pandas, you still have auras. So it's actually pretty gosh darn effective. And, well, it buffs up the team too. He's going to pick up the Aghanims next, as we talked about. Part of what makes this hero viable now, the double ulti, get that refresher. Even just the possibility of a refresher shard, right? 4 ultimates is real good. Mingate's getting close.
Yeah, I feel like this actually plays into their into Omega's advantage a little bit, because you have this Vlad's Brewmaster, so they can already fight if they want to. But as they scale, I feel like they have so much sustain, right? You have double Brewmaster, 2 lives on the Wraith King, Tiny, like they have a lot of burst on the other heroes. It might actually be hard for the Radiant team to do much, but that Troll Eggs is also sort of not really. I didn't see a lot of trolls playing it, but I heard it's busted, so we'll see how this goes.
I'm excited. A slightly more passive guy. It's just 16 kills in 16 minutes, but feels a little more farm intensive than maybe some of the games we saw earlier. And I also, interesting to see Mago play back-to-back Tiny games and see the difference in his build. He went for that Echo Saber last time, and now he's going right into the BKB, feeling like there's just way too much team fight here. I like it. I think it's the right idea.
Totally agree. Radiant's now up for the Wraith King. What are they actually waiting here? I guess nothing. They're fighting already.
Yeah, they just need to get it together and have a go. Yeah, defensive TP survives, but now they get to pressure this tier 2 for free, and looking like it'll be sacrificed.
Huh. Okay, they're gonna glyph. They have a lot of life still on Dire.
So, all right, explain to me why Mingate is getting Sange now.
All right, I can. So there's Vlad's. So their lifesteal is 34 from Vampiric Spirit. Then you add 25. 15 from the Vlad's, and the Sange amplifies that. So you get even more of that. But I also think he might go Halberd. So we'll see if he gets it versus.
Okay. Actually, Halberd versus Troll is really sick. Also really sick versus Monkey King. So I'm all about it. All right, that explains it.
It is undispellable, so even if Troll gets eggs, he can't take it out.
Really? Oh. You're right. Okay. All right. There it is. Halberd, it's the item. I love it. I like it. Good call, buddy.
Oh, yeah, it's actually been got this call, but I like it.
Well, you know, I should have known better. I saw the Sanj. I'm like, I don't think he's getting Sanj and Yasha, but what else could he be doing with this Sanj?
I mean,
Mr.
he
Analyst,
is a faster dude. He might go Sanjin Yasha and shut us up.
there's definitely a little part of me right now that's like, well, why didn't he just queue up the whole item? I mean, what? I get that it's useless for the quick buy, but I mean, what's the advantage to doing it this way? You're just, I guess maybe he's a storyteller. You know, that's an angle. I mean, Gate's trying to build the hype because he know dopes like me are watching, going, having this exact conversation right now. Is this his way of engaging with us?
But there is another. There might be another reason. You know, when you have like a really big item, like 5 components, and I'm not sure if you use quick buy, but sometimes it doesn't buy the item that you want. So I wonder if he's like, oh, what if I die and I buy a Yasha instead of the Sanj? I feel like Sanj is better. So
okay.
Sometimes you want to queue items like that so you don't buy something by mistake.
Dude, that's a very good explanation. I like that a lot. Yeah. They are in some trouble up top, though. I think Matthew's going to die, and on the other side, Oscar does not have the split. Moves into the tree line, and Omega going to take some punishment here.
Goodbye.
They end up not finishing off Matthew. Somehow he sneaks his way into a survival. Well done.
Huge advantage in gold, right? It doesn't feel like it should be that much, but they're farming so much more on Dire.
Well, the Radiance is up now, so the greed paying off the 0, 0, and 1 Wraith King coming up on 20 minutes.
Some actor vibes coming from this Mingate Wraith King.
I like it.
K1 vibes. All right, so Hood on Mars looks like he's going for either a pipe. Pipe is so expensive now.
It really is. And it's like they compensated for it by Hood not having that extra recipe, right? So I get it. And I think if I have to pick between the two worlds, I like this one better because Hood feels more like a value piece you can just grab now.
True.
But yeah, it's tough. Sometimes I get to this point and I'm looking at that quick buy and you're like, Jesus Christ, I'm never getting this blink if I buy this pipe right now. You know?
Yeah. I think... how much do you want this pipe here? You have... I don't feel like pipe is that good, honestly. I think he's gonna go... okay, I'm gonna say he's getting blink, but we'll see. I guess it depends on how the team actually wants to play. And will Dire just rush right now? Looks like they will.
It would appear so.
Okay, he did go Halberd, so my job is safe for now.
Well done, buddy. You passed the test. So you get a little status resistance in there, too. I guess against all the team fight, it's ever so helpful. 16% is not that significant, but...
Evasion, also pretty good versus Straw Monkey King.
Yeah, so... pretty good. Now, when you use it on Troll, does it last whatever stance he's in when you put it on him? I guess hold that thought. As the team fight breaks out, the egg will go off. This is actually going to stun much, though. Set up onto the Wraith King. There's that Wukong's command on top. Here's the exact strat. Mingate, he's going down. He's got nothing.
Wow.
Omega, despite having that big gold lead, this is where the greed starts to bite you in the arse, as my friend Shane would say.
Huh. It was a weird fight, because I feel like this Wraith King was really strong, but everyone from Omega was fighting someone else, and they didn't help the Wraith King. So, kind of a poor position, I would say. Like, there's no primal split, and I didn't even know where Oscar was, who he was hitting.
I go low, but just fine.
All right. I think they can Roche, but they are afraid. EGOBOYS.
Yeah, I guess like an awkward time where Oscar still doesn't have the Aghanims. Wraith King's at a power spike, but it doesn't feel that significant. The tiny BKB. That was his 10-second BKB, and again, it's like I didn't really feel it.
Yeah.
Really tough fight for Omega.
It's so weird to click on a throw and see those items, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't feel right in a way, but it is a really good item, and they did win the fight, so there's definitely something there. Hmm. All right, if they can buy time for the reincarnation, I think Dyer's still in a good spot. I'm
Um,
kind of confused that Radiant didn't force anything during this.
so the question I had, when you use Halberd on Troll, right? If it lasts 3 seconds or 5 seconds, does it change if he switches stances, or does it just last for whichever stance he's in when you apply it?
Yeah, I would bet it's the first thing you said.
It's like you want to try to catch him when he's on range, essentially.
On range, yes.
Yeah, I see. That would make sense. I had that thought of like, is Troll actually like low-key super good against Halberd? Here we go, though. The Wukong's command, amazing around the Roche pit.
Roche so low. Okay.
They do finish it off. Now it's going to be okay. This is looking rough for the Wraith King. Oscar taking a lot of damage also. The Wraith King makes it out as Mago jumps in the back. Some pretty good team coordination from Omega. Now they're starting to turn. Are Radiant actually out of gas, though? They've still got some pretty good right-clicking heroes, and the Monkey King as well as the Troll, both pretty healthy. Now they grab that Brewmaster. A little bit of defense, but I think he's done for. And a lot of fighting, and only one death through all of that. And who's got the Aegis? Where did it end up? Still in the hands of the Monkey King. Okay.
All right. I have a complaint.
All right.
Well, auras are nice. I am all down for auras, but this when Vlad's this game, and what I see is a Wraith King that has no BKB, and he's against the mischance of a Troll, and that's like super annoying.
Yeah.
And you have like a lot of control and stuff. So Wraith King, he's probably doing more Radiance damage than he's doing right-click damage. And I feel like in almost every fight, if he actually had another Primal Split, it would be so impactful. But he didn't finish the egg so far. The other heroes don't really use the lifesteal. Like Tiny attacks so slowly. I'm not sure if I really like this Vlad's pickup. You know, when you have so much lifesteal already on the Wraith King, anyways.
I don't disagree. It's this reminds me of like buying Veil before Ags on position 3 Luna. You feel like it's going to be really good and synergistic, but then you're farming the jungle halfway to the Ags, just like, you know, this fucking paperweight would have gone a long way towards this Aghanim's right now.
Yeah, I feel like Veil is good on Luna when you get trashed and you know, like if you actually try to go
Yeah.
back, you're gonna lose. But I agree. I feel like if you're having a good game, going Ags straight up is much better because you farm pretty slowly as an offlane Luna. What I started doing though is I don't max the passive, the Lunar Blasting straight up. I go Glaives at level 8 and then Glaives at level 9. I think that really helps with farming a little.
Yeah.
Not sure that's how you play, but
I like the Glaives. Yeah, I like being able to try to power farm up a little bit, pressure my support into stacking. But here we go, a little team fight action now. Oscar does have the double ult, but can he get off the first one? Oh my!
Chance. So close.
That is a heartbreaker. Ah, Oski.
That was a Mac on the Cotto. Not sure if it was not close enough.
That's the insane thing about Brewmaster is you get that ult off and it's just an absolute game changer for the fight. And maybe it could be a blessing in disguise because he does still have the ultimate. It's not like it got wasted. And they're not pressuring that hard. The Coddle has so much wave clear alongside the Tiny that it's not so bad. And you see down bottom, this Wraith King is pressuring as they're showing on the other side of the map. Forces back the Crystal Maiden, even gets this tier 3 down a little bit further.
I like the Wraith King is going BKB. I think it's
Yes.
like Tiny went for a really early one, and I love it. I think Wraith King, you know, maybe Halberd is nice, but I feel like seeing how the fight span out, maybe the BKB would have been better because he can just get out of the arena, get out of the Wukongs, not get kited. All right. So I think it's still pretty even, right? Anyone can take this.
Absolutely. 2K net worth lead for Omega. Wraith King's still number 1 on the charts, but you got a troll now with... All right. Oh, all right. Well, let's see how this fight goes. Yeah, Mengate does still have the ultimate. There it is. BKB used by Monkey King before Aegis now. This could be okay. It looks like they're just going to juice Mengate again.
He was trying to attack for so long.
Oscar now gets off the split. This is the second one. Oh my god, the pandas are dying so fast. Trying to kill the CM, but nope. Okay, gets back into panda form. And I think he was dead no matter what, so.
That was that was a big misplay.
Really? You think he could have lived there?
You can actually end the ult whenever you want, and like his panda was leaving and he came back with it. Not really sure why.
Oh, you think he could have just taken out the Earth Panda, just run with it immediately and then still lived?
Yeah, I think so. Not sure if he, don't know how much Brewmaster he played, but like it is almost in it. Like when you get eggs, I heard Monkeys Forever saying that on his stream. If you actually get eggs, you should never die as a Brewmaster, like unless. Like
it should be silence or some shit, something crazy.
Yeah. Like as long as you pop your ult, you should never die in that form because it's so easy to not.
Yeah. But what's with this Eternal Shroud, man? I think I am a hater of this item. I need to try it on some heroes other than Luna. I'm not a big Timbersaw spammer, but is it really that good on Troll? Like this spell Lifesteal, does that work with his ultimate or something? Is that why it's good?
All right,
Troll. Yeah, and he's gonna pop the ulti here. There's the disarm though, pretty nice. He's in the melee form. Troll in big trouble. He's done.
Okay.
This game very back and forth. 14-14 at 30 minutes now as they chase down Mago. On the other side, Mengate does still have the ultimate, of course. Level 17 though, that long cooldown. Kind of a bear. Matthew, now he's going to be in some trouble. That Aether Lens not going to save you there, but they do get the counter kill. Support's getting picked. Oh my gosh, Bowie, it's the Solar Bind. They've got one, and make it two. Is this maybe even going to be three? Sacred stunned up. He does love Mars, but today love will not be enough to save him. 17-15. Omega, bring it on back. It's Dark Mago all the way. This guy is a machine.
Yeah, this guy is carrying this game so hard, you know. Wraith King 0-2-5. Then you look at the Tiny 12-2-2, and he rushed a BKB. He was a team player the whole way. But going back to your Eternal Shroud question, I think that like this item is good when you basically you have this hero that is scared of magic damage and at the same time has mana problems somewhere. So I guess Troll kind of fits in that style, especially because you can use your access during the ult, right? So the spell life still kind of makes sense. I am not entirely sure how much I like this, and he's going Kaya Sanju. What the
Wait, so do I not understand a mechanic here? Does Troll actually do an insane amount of magic damage? Twitch chat, can you help me understand this, please?
He does a fair amount, and he has a talent that gives more damage. Still, though, I am not
I mean, yes, I'm aware that Whirling Axes does magical damage. But, like, I'm looking at the numbers, 290, 165. Okay, here's a talent coming up for, there's the plus 90. Like, it's...
I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't think this is great. And if they lose, we might blame it on this.
Well, like, I mean, isn't just Sanj and Yasha way better? Like, okay, so I think the Ghost Shroud is shit, but it's at least a defensive item. Troll needs to live. We can make a case for it. Shields are cool. The Kaya is, why not just buy a Yasha? Isn't that just objectively better with the Sanj?
Yes.
Or, but like, also...
I guess the mana and regen aspect, but then you don't, like, if you go Kaya Sanj, do you really need the Eternal Shroud?
No, you don't need either of these dumpster items. What is this? And like you have a CM on your team for fuck's sake, dude. You have massive mana regen.
Huh.
Is this what the next 6 months of my life is gonna be like? Casting this region, being like, all right, analysts, all right, Trent, explain to me why Kaya is good on troll. And he's gonna be like, are you making fun of me right now? All right, here we go. Here we go. Team fight. Is this gonna be the reveal? Dark Mongo, he's getting obliterated right now. He's their key damage dealer. No buyback. This BKB coming out of the Monkey King, absolutely fantastic. Now Matthew, he's gonna make it up to the high ground. Not enough, though. All right, well, another good fight for the Ego Boys, and once again, this topsy-turvy game is going to swing right back to even. They're going to find this Coddle as well.
Did a lot in that fight. I really think that's the reason they ended up winning it. You could see how the Eternal Shroud, did.
I can't even tell if you're joking. It looks like the Monkey King did 60% of the damage in that team fight. Troll's whopping 1,000 in right clicks. I mean, he did use 3 Whirling Axes ranged and 3 melee.
I'm looking some games up here. Apparently, this was done in the past. This is not the first time in the history of Dota. Looks like Gunnar is doing this a lot. But, yeah. That's all I have. Gunnar does this sometimes. Alright, there's no way. Let me actually read this. So, you get Spell Amp, Self HP Regen, and Lifesteal Amp.
Huh.
Spell Life.
I mean, I bought a Kaya Sanj on Luna not that long ago, and I was like, this wasn't really worth it. E-Blade's way cooler. You know, like, this is one of those items that is just not really... Wait, you get Spell Amplification, Mana Regen, Amp...
Okay, I have one possible answer to all of this. So, there was a time that where HP Regen Amp or Lifesteal Amp was busted. So, like, it would actually add straight up, So you've had, like...
Yeah, it's additive instead of multiplicative.
Yes. And maybe, just maybe, with Lifesteal Amp, it's working like that. So that's why they're getting Eternal Shroud with the Kaya. I think that's the only possible explanation.
So, okay, so the Shroud gives you Spell Lifesteal, and the Kaya gives you Spell Lifesteal Amplification.
Yeah, and maybe it's like, I don't know.
So now he can basically just run into team fights, super brave, and just hit everybody, because it's a 4-second cooldown on the axes, right?
Yeah.
So it's just such a short cooldown, it ends up being an insane amount of survivability if you buff it up that way. Is that the general thought process? I mean, that sounds pretty big brain, but I would just think that it's not quite enough for that to be worth it. But
I'm assuming that because you go Ags, you're not really like focusing in doing damage as a normal throw, and you're just like this.
True.
You just want to survive. Like, it's not about bursting people. It's just like you just never die, I guess. Just like it's like almost you're playing Necro, but you're a troll.
Okay. I see what you're saying about the math, and if it is additive, 50% spell lifesteal is pretty fucking insane for a spell that does 300 damage on a 4-second cooldown. So that might make sense. It really should be 20% times 30%, so it ends up being like, 27% effective lifesteal. That's how it should work in my opinion. But it might be a straight plus 50. That's a good call, man. That's the only thing that makes sense. Twitch chat
would get like 4 Sanjas and they would be unkillable because of the way you work. So maybe that's it.
That's got to be it. The only other thing, so again, I might be way off here, but this is spell lifesteal, not magic lifesteal, right? So in theory, you could do this on Bristleback, and he would be insanely survivable, right? So, and like Luna Glaives, that is a spell, right? It doesn't matter that it's physical and it's weird. So Does it make the lifesteal on Battle Trance fucking insane? Because when you pop that,
Yes.
it's a spell, and it works like basically...
Oh, no. I think that the lifesteal from the ult is actual, like, normal lifesteal, but it does get amplified by the Sunge part because...
okay.
Self HP region and
life. Battle Trance just buffs up your right click. So even though you're using a spell, your right clicks don't become a spell.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they're winning this game right now, though, but it doesn't feel like it's because of these stupid items. They're just running at them, and Omega aren't handling it that well.
Yeah.
Like, what? This is such a weird game that we're watching right now. It's so all of a sudden swung so far in favor of the EGOBOYS. Can they take the barracks here? Now, they've got all the ultimates. Out comes the Phoenix Egg, and it is going to repel. This will basically just secure the barracks. Does get the stun on the Coddle. Oscar pops that first ult, and here comes the chase. All right, there's one. Can they isolate any more? Looking for the Dispel. And they're not going to catch anyone. Man, this just got brutal for Omega all of a sudden. Look at that graph, man. Nessie is back again.
All right, I might have another reason why he's going for this build. So, all right, I guess we have another fight.
Yeah, this is kind of nonstop action. Monkey came with a beautiful ulti. Another ult, though, from Oscar. Still getting juiced quick. Both of his pandas just die immediately. He could have 5 ultimates. It wouldn't make a difference. It's just Monkey King illusions killing him.
I really like this. He actually went Gleipnir with Monkey King, so he like just spams
that's Gleipnir. Come on, buddy. The Gleipnir.
Sorry, Icelandic people watching. I offended your culture.
Gleipnir. Oh.
Near.
Here we go. Now we're going to find a pick. That's the reincarnation. Coming on back. BKB on cooldown. The King's dead.
This is over.
So you asked me at the drafting phase, what is the counter to Wraith King? I think it is definitively Monkey King.
It is pretty good. It is pretty good. I'm still baffled by this throw. This is... What the hell is this?
It's worked out here, but I think it's sort of more a testament to their team fight and whatnot. It does make him a nuisance. It makes sense a little bit. It just seems, seems like overkill. Like it.
Usually, Tro gets burst and he dies. Well, that's usually when he dies. But now, you get tanky and you have like lifesteal, all sorts of lifesteal. So you just kind of like a bristleback or a necro. It's a totally different hero.
Yeah. But like he has Abyssal queued up, and I can't help but wonder, you know, this Sanj Kai has a pretty big investment. Could you just be working towards that Abyssal and basically have it right now?
I'm sorry, but the bash is magical, and he's life stealing from the bash. Okay.
Well, you know, you're not wrong. The synergy now with the bash is so much stronger.
100. Oh, it's physical damage. GG.
That's funny because most of the other heroes, it is magical. Like Spirit Breaker and Void, it's both magic, right?
Yeah.
Makes Slardar's as physical, but that's...
Yeah, he is. But I mean, still, is the bash from a basher a spell damage or a physical? Like, what? How does that work? Because it like comes from an item. So is Dagon spell damage? I think it is.
Yeah, it's like, well, Dagon, you got to think about the lore, right? Dagon is shooting magic directly into you, like Voldemort style. And the other one's like a hammer, right? So it's like you're getting hit by it, in theory. So I'd say that's physical. You're getting bashed in the skull with this hammer.
I guess.
Timeless Relic on Brewmaster. Is that... It's whatever.
It's not good, right? Does it even work on all of our pandas?
I don't know.
Huh. Or does it only work on the Earth panda that carries the arrows? Okay. Top lane.
Let's see what we got here. Phoenix jumps in. Mingate, well, surprise, surprise, just feels useless in these fights. Pops the BKB now, but Monkey King comes in. BKB ain't gonna save you from that one. Mingate, man, you gotta right-click something. You gotta do something. You can't just run, man. You can't just run. They're in your base. They're killing your shit. Oh, it's over. They can't do anything. Oh, or can they? They get the troll. I caster cursed them. They can do everything. Mingate, here are the right clicks. He gets the big crit. They get another one. That's 2 dead. They're chasing for more. They're chasing for more, and they found it. Telekinesis from across the map. They get Tano. Spider legs, not enough. Well, they hold 2 barracks. Wow. Man, I feel bad for Mingate. I feel bad, buddy. That was undeserved flame. I thought they were just gonna roll you guys and end it. He ended up doing
toss from the Tiny. He took Mingate out of the arena.
That fight was all Dark Mago. Like, he did all the damage. He saved the Wraith King. So actually, I take it back again. Mingate, you did 1k damage, and of that, like 1,200. A lot of it was a crit on the Crystal Maiden for 800. So, I mean, that was his contribution to that fight was I crit the Crystal Maiden, guys.
All right, Roche time. With a refresher, so we're assuming Oscar gets this, right?
Yeah. Dude, every time you say Oscar, I hear Huskar.
Oh, sorry.
Well, no, it's just... I get it. It just makes me laugh a little bit. So, yeah, he gets the refresher for sure. And
right.
Aegis on the Wraith King. Okay. So, yeah, there you go. 4 pandas now.
Like, they don't have a hero that breaks the egg at all. Like,
yeah.
I don't think there was one egg broke in this entire game. And because the Brew has 2 ult, the Brewlings don't really do damage to the egg. And Tiny is like the biggest Pepega versus egg ever. So, it feels so easy for the Phoenix to play this game, I think. Every single... It's just so impactful. Like, you have to get out. Wraith King doesn't really last that much when the Monkey King is hitting him. It's pretty hard to take these fights.
Let's see the win percentage. Still 90% for Radiant. So, even with the Roche, still looking pretty rough for the Dire. And it's like the net worth is kind of even, but it just feels like Monkey King does so much more in these fights. Like, look at his inventory. It's so much more intimidating than what Wraith King has. I don't know.
We are getting into some bizarre territory here with Tiny getting that Rapier. So there might be a point where
he has it now?
He's getting close.
All right, he's getting there. Yeah, you're right. Oh, shit, dude. And he's already got the crit, and he's got the Ags. So this is that rare situation where the tree toss actually can be game-changing because it's... All right, there it is. There it is. Okay, here we go. What did he sell? What was that?
He sold the phase boots for the Rapier.
Oh, okay. So he's raid boss status now. 300 move speed.
All right, all right. Oh, I mean, if they actually smoke and get a good fight, I think they can just like one shot. Even Monkey King might just die. If he doesn't, yeah, because he's not 30, so he doesn't have the 200 armor. He can definitely die.
Yeah. Someone in Twitch chat asking why sell the boots instead of the Echo? It's because he has the blink, and the Echo lets him insta-give somebody with the rapier.
Yeah,
you know,
it slows people. So
yeah, you get your guaranteed combo, and with the rapier, it's just pop pop. It's crazy damage. Yep. And if you get insanely lucky, is it possible to double crit, or is it pseudo random so that actually can't happen? I think it might be pseudo random.
I think it's pseudo random, but it's 4 attacks, 5 attacks. So I think you can actually. I don't think they're all at the same time. So you can. There's probably like a small. I don't think there's a cooldown. Like if you can actually attack really fast, you can proc. Like first the first one and then the 5th one or something.
Tiny's whole thing for like the rest of this game is pretty much jump in. Either toss somebody back. It's like insta-give somebody and then run. That's all he's doing. Like, okay, I got my cooldowns. Use my ultimate. What is it called? I keep calling it tree toss. Tree volley. Pop my cooldowns. Pick somebody off. Fucking run. So it's all about the catch. That's why he doesn't really care about the phase boots. You know, he's just going to blink, kill somebody, BKB to live, and there you go. He's also got the spider legs. That's the other big part that we're forgetting about here. The spider legs. This makes up for it.
But I wonder, like, shouldn't I guess the leveler is pretty good, but considering your crit is a cooldown, wouldn't it be better to have the penta sword? Or maybe he's gonna be like super big brain, swap
He
the
might.
spider when he's like in a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, he's got it in the backpack. You're definitely
Yeah.
right. It's a sick item on Tiny.
All right.
All right, man. This is a big moment. This is an exciting game, by far best game of the day. What do we got here? High ground by Ego. Big smoke coming out of Omega.
All right. Oh, Monkey. He doesn't. He's afraid.
Oh. Does have cheese on the Monkey King. Out comes the Mars Arena. Wraith King taking some heat. That's fine. There's the BKB. And the Monkey King ult. Now, is it going to last long enough, though, is part of the question here. Wraith King comes back. Does BKB this time still has Aegis? Egg comes down. And not going to do too much. Does force the reset. But now, where's the Regoose? Are we coming back in? Omega. We've got another Brew ulti. Very scattered fight now, and here's the re-engagement. Monkey King back in. Wraith King loses the Aegis now. Will have his ulti, though, back in 10. Just needs to survive long enough. Trying to push him back. He's rooted up. 5 seconds. Can't make it happen. Does have the buyback, though. Monkey King low. Dark Mago afraid to die here. Now pops the BKB. There's the Troll ultimate. Let's see. Is this lifesteal going to be worth it? Whoa, nice flicker. It's a short cooldown, don't forget.
Oh, baby.
Not going to be enough, though. Just too much damage with the volley. So, a weird fight. Let's look at the recap here. And a lot to digest. There was a buyback from the Mars.
And for Brave King.
Yeah, ends up being a win for Omega. And especially getting the kill on the Troll of all heroes. But does absolutely hurt to use that Wraith King buyback there. So I wouldn't call it a win for EGOBOYS by any stretch, but I wouldn't be too sad if I were that Troll knowing I just have to kill this Wraith King one more time. Well, okay, 2 more times, and that guy's dead for a long time.
I feel like at this point, Dark Magoo actually became their actual carry here, and the Wraith King is kind of like a tank.
Yeah, definitely.
But what I really like they fought once and they forced the egg. I think that's really what they should be doing. They have to somehow force the egg and disengage, because that's the only way they can actually fight. If they try to fight into the egg, they cannot break it. It's not gonna work. So they need to find these small ways to force the egg to be committed and then take the fight later. The problem was there was a refresher on the Monkey, so they had to fight into a second Wukong's, and that's really hard.
Yeah, it threw me off for a second. Like, whoa, he's got a full refresher. That's another BKB. That was definitely a big turner for that fight. Also, I got a little confused, too. The refresher shard was not consumed. It's in the backpack of the Wraith King. So they want to have that to give him a second BKB if needed, valuing that over the potential 4 Brew ultimates, which probably a good call, to be honest.
I agree. Like, it's been so unimpactful, honestly. It feels like he ults and he just dies inside the Wukong's every time.
Yeah.
So, I like it.
I like the refresher on Monkey.
To improve his chances. It doesn't feel like there's any item he can get that really makes things better.
All right. Mago working on the second Rapier. How far can we go?
What do you even sell here?
It's got to be the Echo. I mean, you can't sell anything else.
Yeah. I guess you can eat the eggs.
Oh, duh. Yeah, you eat the eggs.
But then for the second Rapier, buyback and eating the egg, that's like a ton of money.
Well, I think he might be able to farm it. And he can also upgrade this Blink. I guess none of the upgrades are really that great, though.
Yeah, the cooldown one is actually...
Well, so you got to remember the cooldown one works on everything. So like everyone gets caught up on the spells, but doesn't just having a half cooldown BKB like really kick ass?
It's only cooldown spells.
Oh, it's only
like,
spells. Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's still
But-
pretty good. Like with Avalanche, you're gonna get like a 3-second Avalanche, 7-second tree volley, pretty decent. But yeah, I think you need this.
Are you sure it's all spells? Because I thought it worked with like TP scrolls and
I'm
stuff.
50% sure. I can actually look it up.
Only cast points. No, wait. What? It doesn't affect channels.
So yeah, 50%,
I gotta look.
25% ability cooldown reduction.
Oh, hold on. Brewmaster, is he just dead? Oh no. He does have buyback, but
Gems on the ground.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's ability reduction or ability cooldown reduction, and then just 50% cast point reduction for everything. Okay, so the cast point does apply to anything that you're doing, which might affect some items. That's sort of what I was confusing it with. Got it. Okay, well, Monkey King. He's in pretty far here. He does not have that BKB. Up in 1 second now. Again, the Phoenix Egg kind of sidestep. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Stolen by Rubik. Okay.
Someone? All right.
All right, Monkey King ult, though. Looks like they're going to get the coddle. He gets juiced. No buyback there, but same happens to the CM. She punches hers. Monkey King does have that BKB. Troll Warlord, though, remember, he doesn't have one. Still holding the ultimate. Troll maybe in trouble. The Rubik Egg doing some work in this fight, though. Is it actually going to be enough? Wraith King, he's coming back. The Mars is done. The Monkey's done. This team fight is all Omega. They're going to hold, and they're going to be able to make something happen.
That stolen egg was so good.
That was the game changer, dude. That was unbelievable. That's 2 buybacks from the EGOBOYS. So that was a 2, not even. That was the Wraith King ultis. That was a coddle for 5 plus 2 buybacks. Insane.
Okay.
I mean, he hit, what, 4 heroes with the Supernova, I think, the Rubik?
Yeah, I think he hit like 3 heroes,
Maybe
and then Pine got the tree volley in all of them. It was so much damage, actually.
Oh, that was dirty.
All right, Sal, get me that Rapier, man. There you go. Wait, what? Oh, it's on the ground. Okay.
Yeah, the cheese in the slot there. So he's got that synth dags. Very nice.
He's not in the mid push. I think you just eat the. Okay, he's gonna get recalled. Okay, all right. Oh, double damage.
Double damage. Oh, this is the game ender.
Roche is up as well.
Look at all the couriers. Oh my god. Kill the couriers.
He doesn't see it. Oh, the cleave. Oh.
He hits pretty hard. A little scared here.
Does cleave work on couriers, actually? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Although they do still kill one.
Alright. So that's eggs. Who gets the egg? Is it
Rubik.
Tiny D? Sell his eggs? Oh, yeah, that's true.
Rubik, definitely.
Okay, so this is gonna be Refresher on Rubik, because is he gonna use Supernova with Refresher? He didn't steal anything else.
Wait, who'd they give it to?
That should help. Coddle? No. Oh, Coddle. What?
Brew. They gave it to Brew.
What the frick?
Oh no. How's this fight gonna go? The stolen egg is still on Rubik. He gets it off again. It's synced up with the Phoenix Egg, but it completely breaks up this fight. They still lose Matthew first, but now Sacred goes down. Mingate comes back to life. He's getting destroyed. Now has the damage. He's sidelined for 2 full minutes. Dark Mongo in trouble. Gets up to the high ground. Spider Legs doing some heavy lifting right now. Alone. Jumps out. Can this Troll Warlord survive? Tossed up to the high ground. Now Troll's going to be isolated. He's left behind.
Dude, Dark Mago is so good. I don't even know how he survived all of that. He tosses the guy.
The gosh darn spider legs, man. The gosh darn spider legs.
Oh my. Okay, did Wraith King buy back again?
Yes, his buyback cooled down shortly after he died. So next time he dies, dude, he's out of this game for like 3 minutes. He's gonna go make a Pop-Tart. It's gonna be that long. You know, to pop something into the toaster and come back. So Rubik also bought back there.
Yes, no buyback on the Phoenix. I think you just go for...
Yeah, and they lost a tier 4 tower. So is this the game ender? Mars also has a buyback. Phoenix does not. It's cooldown. So Omega should be aware. There's that glyph, the precious, precious glyph. Buyback on Mars.
Tiny.
They don't have the Wukong's command, though. Still down for 10. BKB also on cooldown. The Wraith King, he'll fall this first time. That's expected. Oscar, though, doesn't have any more ults. Pops the BKB. Now Mingate's back. He needs to do some damage. The right click, now the run. Mingate's out of here.
All right. Oh, Rapier. Oh, okay. So they force one buyback. And they know there's no glyph. So I think the play here is you make sure the lanes are pushed, and you probably try and smoke and kill either the Mars. Who actually has buyback here? All right, so no buyback on Mars. Yeah, but yeah, it's rough because Tro and Monkey King have buybacks, so it's not that easy for Omega, even though they're 10k gold ahead and they have 2 Rapiers.
I mean, right now, that Dota Plus is like this fucking game right here. We're 60 minutes coming up. 3 Rapiers on Dark Magoo. This game's now a coin flip. That's what it's gone down to. This is like who is going to get caught next is probably going to lose is the territory we're getting into.
Wait a second. If Kato plays behind the Tiny, they can also reduce the 3 volley with Chakra Magic.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's already a pretty short cooldown. 10 seconds. Oh, he's got an Arcane Rune. Okay, 15. Yeah. So, like, yeah, you're right.
Is that they didn't have trees, so Tiny, it's really hard for Tiny to actually fight when they're going for the tier 4s. They have to fight outside base and just siege when they win it.
Well, and that last fight kind of went well because the Monkey King didn't have, like, he didn't have his full combo. He got stuck on this, like, ah, shit, I used my BKB. Okay, now that's on cooldown, but I have my ultimate. Ah, fuck, now I don't have my refresher. Like, he didn't have just the full load to blow perfectly. Now he does. So this fight, I think, is still really hard for Omega. And they have to be really cautious that Monkey King and Troll both have buyback. Like you said, this is so hard right now. This Wraith King... He died, bought back, and then when he died, he was like 10 seconds into that 2-minute timer and bought back again. I think it might actually be 3 minutes that he'll get sidelined next. He cannot die, like that final death.
Yes. We were talking about the Swift Blink. Oh, Monkey King just took it out. He actually had Swift Blink in the quick fight there. Wait, are they? What if they just go for tier 4s here? They have 3 Rapiers in the Tiny. If he gets recalled.
Oh my god.
I think this is GG. They don't have glyph.
Oh my god, they might. Do they have TPs? Do they have TPs? They do, but they gotta go quick. They gotta go quick. There's no glyph, and they know it. They know it. They're going in. Here come the TPs. Tiny gets to the tier 4s. He kills the tier 4. But this is scary. This is scary. You don't want to all in here, but take a bad fight. They do have 5. It's a proper 5v5. They're just going for the throne. They're going throne. They've got it. They've got it. 3 Rapiers is too much. Tiny, he's too slow. They've done it. Oh my god. Omega, they run down the mid, and they just finish that shit off. Omega, undefeated in this group stage so far. What an unbelievable ender. Oh my god.
Wow, that's perfect. That was the perfect ending for today. All right, I'm actually super hyped for Omega. They've been playing really well. Dark Mago especially. Like, his back is hurting after this game. He played so well.
Yeah.
Every single fight, considering, he just rushed BKB. All he had was pure skill because he didn't have, someone creating space for him. He was farming and creating space. What's his damage here?
70k, 68k.
Wow.
Yep. Let's
All right.
pretty impressive, man. One of those performance, it's really rare that you can look at an individual's performance like that and really just say confidently, he kept this game alive and then some. He brought this shit back. The perfect build, the synth ags, triple rapier in the end. I mean, dude, imagine how different this game would have been without those fucking spider legs. I think he would have died for sure.
For sure.
I mean, they would have not been in that position had he not had the spider legs. So it's, you know, it's not exactly 1-to-1, but that was the perfect neutral item to round out the build he needed that game. I mean, just
yes. There was no other item that would have been close to doing what he needed.
wow.
And also shout out to Rubik. The stolen egg was super impactful too.
Yes,
Like,
that was dude, Matthew. We dunked on him a lot for his Earth Spirit performance earlier. He made up for it here. That there must have been something, you know, he shook it off. And this Rubik performance, so 1-7 and 23, not a flashy set of numbers, but I even like the way he itemized, right? He got that Aether Lens, great on Rubik. We were seeing telekinesis from downtown. The Force Staff, much needed tool to save people. Then he just went for an E-Blade. You know, no Blink, no Ags. Well, okay, there was an Ags mixed in there. My bad. I forgot it got synthed. But E-Blade,
he also
great.
the shard. So it's a second Force Staff. I think there were times he used it to save the time.
I think so. So great plays from Omega. So far, they are the team to watch in this qualifier. Let's refresh the list.